Yeah. Come on in. What's up? Good. Popping, cracking, percolate. What's really good in the hood? It is what a week it was Wednesday with the Rock With Me Nation. Yeah, I see y'all already in here. I said, y'all go ahead and y'all ain't done it already. Go ahead and hit that like button. We in here. I think we got a great show tonight. I know that sounds kind of braggadocious, but no, seriously, we got a great show tonight. We gonna have fun. We came in here for a good time, not to necessarily be confused with a long time, but we gonna have fun. We are. We gonna start off the top. I'm gonna wait for Mr. Smith to get in here because Mr. Smith said something yesterday. I was talking to him. Shout out to Mr. Smith. He didn't got that Valorverse Vanguard. You know that vehicle? Yeah, Mr. Smith doing big things over there. Yeah. And Mr. Smith brought something to my attention, but I don't want to be rude. I see we got Anansi the Spider. What's going on? Anansi and Groovy P are in the building. We got two. That's a crew. That's enough to make it do what it's going to do. Yeah. You have to catch the replay. So, Mr. Smith, that's my elder. That's my elder. That's what that is and everything like that. He pointed something out to me. It wasn't something that I didn't know, but it's one of them things that when you be reading, you've read comics for so long, you don't forget it, but it ain't on the top. It ain't right there. He mentioned something to me, say, you know what? All these excuses about why they can't put out a monthly Black Panther comic book. Right. He said, Theo, I don't know if you remember this. Theo, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a time when the X-Men, their comic book, the OG5, back when they was wearing, you know, the yellow and blue costume, everybody had a blue mask. Jean couldn't figure out whether or not she wanted one mask or the other mask and everything. Back when Professor Charles Xavier had them Vulcan eyebrows and everything like that there, and he was, you know, the wheelchair. Yeah, back then. He wasn't lying. I remember that because I don't talk about them like that. I don't display the action figures like that. But I don't want anybody thinking I'm not an X-Men fan. Scott Summers is my guy. Why? Because he wear glasses. I go way back with him. No, we ain't gonna do that and everything like that. So I say, you know what? You're right. You are absolutely right. For a time, the X-Men were actually being reprinted. Their old stories were being reprinted, and those numbers kept going. Yeah. He wasn't lying. I really want to say it started shortly after they graduated. Professor Charles Xavier said he graduated, and they got their uniforms and everything like that. Angel had the funkiest looking damn uniform out of all of them. I swear. Jean had her little green mini dress and everything like that. Scott had his modification of their first uniform, sans the little yellow vest. Beast had on a human form, human beast. Had like the blue mask on with the little red design. Yeah. I think they just gave Iceman Bobby a pair of shorts and some boots and told him to go by his bed. But yeah, and I'm like, you know what? He ain't lying. He is absolutely right. But Theo, what are you saying? I'm saying there's really no reason for Black Panther comics to be stalled out. No, because they did that with that. They did. And I don't want to hear nothing about that. No. If because see, you gonna tell me whether or not I'm lying. You wouldn't buy reprints of Jungle Action? That ain't for me to answer. It ain't. What I'm asking you is purely rhetorical. If they reprinted all them Black Panther comic books, starting with his debut in Jungle Action, and just started running them numbers, would you buy it? Don't ask me nothing. I think my wall should already give you a good idea of what my answer is. So we got that and everything. And let me just say, God is good. All the time, God is good. How Candace Owens didn't know that? God is good all the time, God is good. How do you not, that's, how you not, no, she was lying. She didn't want to say it. She didn't want to say it. She didn't want to say it. I ain't gonna be rude. Let me keep up with everybody that's in the building. We got now tell them in the building. Groovy Feet is in the building, along with Ronnie J. Grand Madam Tarot, my spiritual advisors in the building. With Mr. William Moloch, what is going on? We in here. She been gone for a minute. They be playing with Scott and Remy name too much. Woo! So, so Mr. Ray Smith tells me that he does. And I go back, you go back. If you go back, you go back. And so I'm on Blue Sky. I said that if I got a problem with a brother, I'm not going to mention the brother's name because we do that way too much. But I will talk about the story. Segue. X-Men. Before I do that, can y'all put down in the comment section, what does the word appropriation mean? If you could put that down in the comment section, what does the word appropriation mean? Y'all, if y'all could, please and thank you. Go ahead. Yes, I'm going somewhere with this in here yonder. I'm going so you heard what I said. I said this in here yonder. While I'm going somewhere, I want to ask this question. Why we can't keep nothing to our damn self? No, dead ass. Why we can't keep nothing? Why every time we get something, we feel compelled to share it with the rest of, you know what? So I'm on X. I'm on Blue Sky. And this brother, he's trying to educate the masses. Not gonna mention his name, trying to educate the masses. That's what that is. And he tells them, he's going back and forth with somebody. He says the X-Men have always been woke. They've always been woke. Going back to their origin, they've been woke. And I'm sitting up here like, now, this was a brother. This not was, because he's still a brother. This is a brother. He's gay. I'm just adding some subtext to it, not the judge. He's gay. That's all I'm saying. So it's a black gay man. And he's educating folks on the X-Men. He says the X-Men go woke. They woke all the way back. I says this to him. I says, have the X-Men always been diverse or woke? The answer is neither. Do we know what the OG5 consisted of? Yeah, move past the mutant powers and everything like that. Yeah, stop looking at, well, it was because they were being subjugated. Humans was looking at them differently. I don't mean any harm, but if you been keeping up with Maria Ayadele, Storm, it's safe to say the X-Men are more accepted by some folks than they accept real life black people. Yeah, I know when the X-Men came out during the civil rights era, and I know what folks want them to be an allegory for. But even in 2025, we have comic book fans still using the word woke and DEI to shame stuff. They won't talk about a plot worth a damn. Won't say anything about artwork. Won't say nothing about editorial. No, they will blame it. There you go, right there. There you go, right there. So the answer is neither. Do we know what the OG5 consisted of? Now let's address the term woke. While diverse as they may have been, they did have different powers, right? Right. There was nothing woke about the team up until Giant Size X-Men 1. Why? Ain't Aurora there? Mind you, she don't make the team woke. She makes the team diverse. along with Jonathan Proudstar, along with, what's my boy name? Yashida Sunfire, right? Along with Logan, along with Sean Cassidy, aka Banshee, along with Pyotr Nikolaevich, Russian, along with Kurt Wagner, Nightcrawler, German. That wasn't no woke roster. That was a diverse roster. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? What was woke about Giant Size X-Men 1? Oh no, that was a diverse roster. That's what that was. I'm so damn sorry. My apologies. Matter of fact, I low-key could say, you know what? Storm issue 8 has been the wokest issue Marvel Ayodele then wrote. Oh shit, who all in that damn comic book? Let's see. Aurora in there, Gentle in there, Gateway in there, Manifold up in that damn. Easily. But somewhere along the line, we've allowed the word woke to be appropriated. And I mean to the point where folks that don't look like us have it within them to educate us on the term woke, and will hold the lie even when they. Now I'm gonna read this name right here. Best comic panels. You just gave away that you think woke equals black, and that's supremely revealing. What, my intelligence? My response, the fact you don't is just as equally revealing. Let me guess, your Google is broke. I don't know what this thing is, and I say quite a few times, I think it's hard to be stupid with a smart device in your hand. His response, cannot make this up. I'm gonna read this to you. His response, woke does not mean black, and it's never meant black. Its origin is in black culture. That's his response to me. Can I read this to y'all again? Woke does not mean black, and it's never meant black. Its origin is in black culture, but woke does not mean black. And in current day, and not in the past, because he didn't say it. And in current day, it means something that it didn't used to mean. I just want to thank God for being able to admit when I'm wrong. I don't ever want to go that damn hard to be right. Like I don't want to be able to articulate that I'm wrong as justification for me being right. Just to show I'm wrong, just to prove. I don't want to do that. And y'all better not ever let me do that. Yeah, let me keep on. Let me keep on. I'm gonna start over. Woke does not mean black, and it's never meant black. Its origin is in black culture, but woke does not mean black. And in current day, it means something that it didn't used to mean. But even in the modern context, not the original, in the modern context, the only people who think woke means black are the ignorant. This comes from Best Comic Panels over there on Blue Sky. His emoji is that of dog poo. Now, mind you, he Googled it. Got the answer, and hell no, we finna keep going. Okay, well, hey, my wife said, this was my one-day troll. He said, you're clearly a chat bot or using Chat GPT to write your replies. I'm not engaging in it. Y'all, am I right here right now? You know what? That is the second damn time I've been called a damn chat bot. Why? Because my answers make sense? Or let me guess, because you can go research what I say and it's right. Because clearly somebody that look like me can't know what the hell they talking about. I says, actually, I'm a very real person. Once again, you could have just clicked on my thumbnail, but that would require work on your part. Can't take being wrong, huh? Chatbot. That's funny. That's an X-Men fan. See how that go? That was an X-Men fan. That was an X-Men fan wanting to educate a black person on the terminology woke. Google's the definition. I ain't lie. That still wasn't good enough. I told dude, I said, bro, you are literally giving us the textbook definition to appropriation. Because I'm sorry. Just like I don't remember giving out passes to use the N-word to someone that's not black. But I don't remember. And I don't remember us as a people having a delegation meeting to whether we could vote to see a such and such and such. No, I don't remember that. So if folks could take this the wrong way, take it however you want to. No, I don't know nothing about you. No, you black. I said black. I ain't say biracial. Because if you're going to insult us, then you got to be able to insult the other side of your family. And if you can't do that, then no, you can't use no derogatory words when it comes to black folk. No, not at all. No, you got to be an equal opportunity offender. If you can't do it, Drake, no, I don't want to hear it. I don't. So, but I was this old. You know what? No, for real. Come on. I need somebody. I need my elders to talk to me. I need my elders to talk to me because I'm trying to figure out, is this something new? Is this something new? Because I don't know when the hell somebody that don't look like me that ain't me finna start educating me on my stuff. How you gonna take my stuff and make it your stuff? How? And I'm wrong. I'm ignorant. No. Listen, we all got issues, but ours is woke. It's been woke quite some damn time now. And I get it. It sounds tight as hell. Don't it? I get it. It sound nice. Hey, stay woke. That's it right there. That brand right there. Stay woke. But we always come up with cool trying to watch what I say. We always come up with cool stuff. That's what we do. Damn it, get your own. Get your own. And hell no to the no. Because here we go. I'm going to say it like that. Not everybody that's a member of the LGBTQ plus is a fan of black people. So we're not going to do that. You're not just going to take my stuff and give it to you. Every person in the Asian community is not a fan of black folk. So you don't get to take my stuff and make it. No, hell no. Come up with your own. Come up with your own. We've been going through stuff for years. I don't think we ever called ourselves handicapped. No, we don't. We came up with something else. Get your own. Get your own stuff. Get your own stuff. And learn to admit when you're wrong. I'm gonna keep up with these notes real quick. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all could have been anywhere else this evening. Y'all pulled up. I promise you. We gonna keep the laughs rolling. Make sure you hit the like button. Like I said, we ain't here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. And if your friends ain't doing nothing right now, Tell them you watching this dude that ain't got no damn sense on YouTube. Come on, become a member of the Rock With Me Nation. Shoot. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Cambridge Dictionary say appropriation is the act of taking something for your own use, usually without permission. One time for a Nonza the Spider. Come on now, drop that knowledge. Come on now, drop that knowledge. Ronnie say Candace Owens has been in the second place for, oh man, that there. She trying too hard. She trying too hard. She too obvious with it right now. We got Grand Madam Tarot, the lovely Grand Madam Tarot in the building. D Steezy. Now y'all watch what y'all say. That's the moderator right now. I'm telling you now. We can agree to disagree, but watch what you say. The Rock With Me Nation moderator is in the building. We got more than him, but that's his official job. So watch what you say. I thought woke meant an enlightened black person. And you older than me, aren't you, Grand Madam Tarot? Not in a bad way. I'm just saying, you would know more than I would, wouldn't you? Yeah. You know what? That is the second, and this is funny to me. That's the second white person to attempt to educate me on the word woke. In 3 weeks. Mind you, the first one, while he could admit he was wrong, still wanted to be argumentative. This one over here, you gonna tell me I'm right based on what you saying and still want to argue that I'm wrong. That's entitled. See how I ain't say that was woke? No, that's an entitled mindset. That's an entitled mindset, ain't it? That you entitled. You still feel like you know more than the black person. I'm not you. That's not woke. That's an entitled. Say, I ain't even calling you a racist. I said that's being entitled. Because how dare you? How dare you? What's going on, Dirt Too Many? What's going on? D. Steeler says, I remember woke being used correctly before the internet started confusing folks. Stay right there. Stay right there. Before the internet started confusing folks, was it the internet or was it not saying nothing? Because the person who used the term woke, the originator of that post, like I said, is a black gay man. He has some responsibility, accountability in this. He is a black man and should be gatekeeping that word. No, every black person should be gatekeeping our stuff. No, we let it go. We get comfortable and we allow other people to get comfortable. We let other folks that ain't black, unless it benefits them, use the word, use the N-word in their rap lyrics. But you know what they're not going to use? They will never use the ethnic slur for them in their rap lyrics. And we just sitting up there bebopping to it. And when somebody call it out, Kendrick, we got folks that's going to be stupid, academics. That's black. There's the confusion right now. The internet can't do a damn thing if we don't help. And I'm here to tell you, we aiding and abetting in that one. we don't even, some of us don't even. Here's the sad part. If we go back to the movie, and none of these people know the movie, because if they knew the movie, they would just shut up. First person was like, that movie came out before I was born. Then how you got so much damn to say, so matter-of-factly, about a word that was around before your mom and daddy met? That don't make no damn sense. Anyway, I digress. When you go back to the movie and you look at the plot, you had some brothers that were conscious on a black campus. There were things they didn't want to participate in. They wanted to own their blackness. That's what that was. They walked their blackness. They talked their blackness. They embraced their blackness. Blackness was not synonymous for being stupid. No, black was synonymous for being enlightened, intelligent, aware. And yes, being woke. You remember the scene in the movie? They got into it with some other brothers. You had the wokest brother there, played by Lawrence Fishburne, tell a brother who wanted to be about it, played by Samuel L. Jackson, you not niggas. On this channel, we talk about imagery, representation, loyalty, love. Love got to come from within first. And if you love yourself, why would you insult yourself? Why would you denigrate yourself? Why would you down yourself? Why would you hate yourself? Trying to take the power out of a word that was created with nothing but hatred. There are other words out there that you can identify with that are not steeped and rooted in hatred, but steeped and rooted in love, self-love. What's wrong with those? We want to be fashionable, but we don't want to be wise. We want to dress up like kings and queens, but we want to act like bitches and niggas. We can't keep nothing. Cat Williams said it best. Right after Chadwick Boseman, God rest his soul, we miss him. Beautiful spirit, great actor. We will always miss him. But Cat Williams said it best. Black folks can't keep a damn thing. Why in a post started by a black man am I the only black person educating this person on the term woke? That ain't my job, not by myself. It ain't. Now, it is my job to hold it down like my elders held it down before me. They invented that word. The people before them invented that word. Oh, well, hell, we got to hold it down because it was woke back then. So who gave permission for somebody to take a term that we literally went to go see in a damn movie? We literally went to go see that in a damn movie. So who in the hell gave each of us and everybody else the permission to use our stuff? Because I don't remember it. I don't remember signing off on nothing. I don't remember seeing no video. I don't remember getting no voting ballot. I no book, no pamphlet, no nothing. When this happened? To the point where they feel like they can educate us now. What the? Somebody, you know what? Here we go. This is the damnedest thing to me. If you use terms like woke and DEI, regardless of who you are, I don't consider you an intelligent individual. I don't. As far as I'm concerned, you're either a bigot or a racist. If your go-to for something going wrong is DEI and or woke, as far as I'm concerned, and I don't care who you are, I don't care what you do. As far as I'm concerned, you're either a racist or a bigot. Definitely stupid. Could be ignorant. But yeah, I said what I meant. I meant what I said. Grand Matter, you must be biased. Walk right out the matrix. Yeah, now tell him just call me about these things. I blame Morgan Freeman. The incorrect edited wiki definition of woke didn't help you. Yeah. What do mean when they say woke? Now that's the damnedest thing. Now see that right there is when you telling on yourself. Because I be sitting back like this. So the marbles failed because it was DEI and woke. Now, mind you, we saying diversity, equity, inclusion. Now, it's just stay right there. All right. The Eternals was DEI, definitely. But I wouldn't say that it was a diverse cast. But I wouldn't say the Eternals suck because the cast was diverse. I wouldn't say the Eternals suck because of DEI. And I damn sure wouldn't use the term woke because there's nothing woke about Eternals. Oh, what? Fastos? No. That is a LGBTQ issue, a social issue, a social awareness issue. It's not a woke issue. It's not. Him being married to a man that's not black. That's an interracial marriage issue. An interracial marriage social issue. That's not woke. that movie being horrible, trash, that was the writing. That was the writing. That script was trash. Here we go. The casting. Yeah, I can appreciate what they wanted to do. That would have been better served with an Alpha Flight movie. I keep saying that, not with this. But the casting was trash. The writing was trash. I can't say anything about the actors and actresses. I think they did the best they could with what they had, which was trash. See how I do that? Now, you either gonna say I know what I'm talking about, or you'll call me a hater. You wouldn't call me a racist. You wouldn't call me a bigot, because those aren't my talking points. So when somebody say, Greg Mam Taro, to your point, what you're wanting to tell me as a person of non-color, whenever you blame a movie's failings on either DEI or woke, here's what you're saying. You're saying it had too many women in it, which makes you a bigot, sexist, misogynist, male chauvinist pig, a toxic male. Pick one. If you say it was woke, you telling me you pinpointing the one black person that just happened to be in the damn movie, which makes you a racist. You don't like it? Change your terminology. What we're not going to do is we're not going to keep acting like brothers and sisters out here in the world are English majors. We're not going to do that. We're not going to sit up here and act like brothers and sisters aren't professors in colleges teaching the English language, teaching writing classes. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna act like the Moors didn't play a very significant role in how Shakespeare viewed us and wrote up. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Oh, with him saying that, I have no idea. he don't know. He don't. It's so bad that the actor for the Spider-Man cartoon is saying that Spider-Man isn't woke. Poor baby. And that baby just got here too. See, that's when they tell you racism is taught, hatred is taught, bigotry is taught. Poor baby. He just came in the world. Poor thing. He gonna be all right though. Hopefully he don't say nothing. I'm hoping he don't say nothing. Because when they start out young like that, they have a tendency to say the wrong thing to the wrong person. Stuff go left. So yeah, we're gonna keep the party rolling. Shout out once again to Mr. Ray Smith, putting that out there like that. The industry needs to embrace monthly comics. What does that mean exactly? Yes, that's one of our talking points. Yes. That was our opening salvo. That was my opening monologue. Yeah. Did y'all like that? Topic for tonight. Industry needs to embrace monthly comics. What does that mean? Exactly. Riri Rukus reveals the state of the superhero industry and the MCU at large. Yeah, we're going to jump into it. Superhero fandom irrevocably destroyed by the MCU. Yes, it's going to be one of them. All right. Steelers still waiting on Rodgers. Yes, I'm a football fan. Come on now. Y'all know that. Y'all know that about me by now. I'm a football fan. Steelers still waiting on Rodgers. Chasing fool's gold. Yes, we're going to get into it. Complaining while tolerating. What's the goal? Like, no, dead ass. So y'all going to have to help me with that one, Rock With Me Nation. Black fatigue. You know what? I got the solution to black fatigue. Y'all stay with me. Fantastic Four. They mean something to me. Lord Jesus have mercy. The Diddy trial. Why we acting surprised? No, dead ass. Stop. We're gonna go down a little timeline. Y'all do call me the grill. We're gonna talk about some stuff. We gonna talk about some Diddy. We're gonna talk about dumb. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some Diddy. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. What else we got going on? Reprints, X-Men. We already discussed that. Shout out once again to Mr. Smith. So industry needs to embrace monthly comics. What does that mean exactly? You know what, damn it, I was curious. I want to know what that meant. But damn self. Absolute writer, absolute Batman writer, Scott Snyder. Mr. Snyder, you are doing a bang-up job on Absolute Batman. Thank you so much for that. Warren's industry needs to embrace monthly comics or it won't survive. This is coming to us from Bounding Into Comics. Let me make sure I give the writer their due. This comes to us from Spencer Baculi. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, I do apologize. Absolute Batman writer Scott Snyder warns industry needs to embrace monthly comics or it won't survive in a tough economy. May 18, 2025 is when this comes to us. According to Absolute Batman writer Scott Snyder, one of his aims with the Dark Knight's latest adventure was to make sure each issue having a big bombastic moment that would get readers talking, as he believes that re-embracing this spirit of monthly comics is perhaps the only way for the Western comic book industry to survive through this current period of economic turmoil. You know what, Mr. Snyder, you're not wrong. Myself, along with several members of the Rock With Me Nation, have talked about how comics used to be written back in the day. How you would have a villain in every issue, damn near. Minor villain here and there, but the story, the hero would engage a villain. If not in the first issue, definitely in the second. And story arcs, while there might be a overarching one, big one, there were many ones along the way. And we have voiced our concern. Now, I'm going to go ahead and speak for fans, comic book fans, not necessarily members of the Rock With Me Nation, but comic book fans, yet and still, who have complained about pacing, i.e. stuff being too slow. It's not me saying it. I'm just reporting the news. But when you look at the absolute titles, Absolute Batman, one of them, they hitting. Mr. Snyder gonna give you something to talk about every issue. Absolute Green Lantern. What do we see? We saw a law enforcement officer get deleted in the first issue. Like it was just smoke. we saw a biker run straight into the screen and just we saw that. We saw Hal damn near delete a whole diner. Yeah, that was in issue 1. If you read issue 2, you didn't see what that happened. Rest in peace, Guy Gardner. Golly, that was tough. That was tough. I don't know which one was worse though. What happened to him or what happened to Riri? Like, so yeah, to your point, Mr. Snyder. Yes, that is absolutely it. Here we go. I'm being petty right now. Who all stopped buying the Avengers because T'Challa stopped showing up in it? Like, you sitting up there, you be like, so wait a minute. Because you got comic book fans over here telling you they want to spend money. We ain't finna act like that day and age social media. So you saying you trying to survive. And you it's comic book fans over here that's got their own damn fan group. like that's the whole damn thing. I'm not gonna say it's just the Council of Wakanda. I ain't gonna say it's just Black Panther fan group. Oh no, T'Challa got quite a few fan groups out there. So you mean tell me you don't want that money? Y'all help me make that make sense. You don't want that money? You got resources. You know what folks saying on the message boards and everything like that. You know, it's quite a few folks. I ain't gonna say everybody and their mama because I'm not gonna lie like that. You know that dude got quite a few damn fans. Hell, Wakanda as a nation got quite a few damn fans. You don't want that change? How many X-Men titles they canceled? And what were we told? Mind you, we coming out the age of Cocoa. I don't think nobody had something to say. No, quite a few of us was rocking with the age of Cocoa. I ain't finna do that. What did we get told coming out the age of Cocoa? We wasn't viable. So you just told me you ain't want my money. How you gonna tell me you don't want my money, then complain you not getting my money? No. Is that DEI? Is that woke? Or is that just a badass damn decision? Would that not be below average writing? Yeah, see, you when you know what it is, you can say what it is. You ain't gotta be no bigot, you ain't gotta be no racist. At the very least, don't tell nobody. Damn. You all the words in the English language, you took reading classes, writing class just like I did. Y'all should be able to articulate what's wrong with these damn projects. Stop telling me your political affiliation and your prejudices when you do stuff like that. So yeah, not looking good. Not looking good. Snyder himself, no stranger to the streets of Gotham, thanks to his past work on such titles as Batman Volume 2, Batman Last Night on Earth, Volume 1, and Batman Eternal, Volume 1, spoke to his thoughts on the current state of the industry while speaking to AIPT Comics. David Brooke in reflection of the fan favorites title, thus far a issue run. Their discussion largely focused on the book's content, such as what fans can expect from the upcoming Absolute Universe debut of Bane and what real-world inspirations shaped this version of the Joker. Snyder eventually took a moment to take a step back from the on-the-ground action and address Absolute Batman's meta mission, telling his host, it's reaffirmed everything I love about the medium, the joy of making people wait each month, of giving them something to talk about, something that hits hard and sticks. Come on now. Come on now, because I know Daryl over there reading Absolute Wonder Woman. Come on now. Come on. Tell me that ain't what you've been wanting. Tell me that ain't what you've been missing as a comic book fan. You want writers to give you that. You want to be like, damn it, I got to wait. Damn. Like, when was the last time you felt like that? Now, you know what? It's gonna sound like I'm glazing. It is. I don't care. I don't care. The last time I actually had that feeling, well, I'm like, damn, I gotta wait. I'm saying this, and I love what Brian Hill gave me in both Blade runs. I do. I don't have any complaints whatsoever. I don't. But I'm finna say it, and I know y'all gonna feel like I'm glazing. No, I'm not. I'm not. I just know I know how I was feeling. I read some stuff that I hadn't got before, and I was like, "Ooh, wait a minute! Like, what's going to happen next issue?" It was Sharon Eaton's 3-issue Black Panther blood story. I know damn good and well I wasn't the only one talking about a new cake. I know I wasn't. I know I was. There's quite a few of us talking about a new cake. Like, I wonder. So I know better. I know better. I can't say I like Dr. Eve Ewing's run, but nah, if I'm looking at just comic book runs, period, it was that one right there. 1 but 3 issues, I was there for it. I was there for it. Let me keep up with these notes. We'll go ahead and shift gears again. So yeah, Mr. Snyder, you are definitely on to something. in regards to what might need to be done, what should be done in regards to comic book writers. You know, hey, I ain't saying, I'm just saying, that's all. I ain't saying too much of nothing. I ain't saying too much of nothing. Let me see something here. Keeping the party rolling. I'm gonna make sure I keep up with these notes. Jameis Eagle, what's going on, big Jameis? Jameis is in the building. What is going on? Grandmam says ignorance knows no about none. None. None at all. None at all. D. Steezel, since 2008, definitely not since Disney bought Marvel. I haven't seen MCU marketing promote any comic runs Warner Brothers has with some of their DC films. Absolutely. Snyder is a solid writer. His first Batman run is one of the best. He's making it do what it do. He absolutely is. He absolutely is. So we're going to keep the party rolling. I just wanted to bring that to our attention and everything like that. I think that allows us to segue into our next topic. Yeah, I think that's what that does. I think that's what that does. I think that allows us to segue in the next topic. Once again, I want to thank everybody for pulling up. If you hadn't hit that like button, you know, go ahead and hit that like button if you don't mind. Appreciate it. Good. Appreciate it. Riri Rukus. Oh, man. Riri Rukus reveals the state of the superhero industry and the MCU at large. Oh, my goodness. You know, when we first started the channel, well, in earnest with the Rock With Me Nation, one of the things we said we didn't care about being right. We didn't care about being wrong. We wanted to be accurate. That's what that was. And I like to think on this channel as a host, as a YouTuber, I've shown that I got flaws and I don't mind owning my flaws, don't mind apologizing. I mentioned earlier, I was talking about we can't keep anything to ourselves. One of the things that seems to be plaguing us right now is our integrity. Who educated us on Riri Williams when she first hit the MCU? It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But when we talk about stuff being rewritten, stuff we're consuming, content we're consuming, things of that nature, who schooled us, who educated us on the Riri Williams in the comics versus the Riri Williams in the MCU? Who said so? I asked that question because in the MCU, you got Riri Williams. She got to build her armor in Wakanda. Well, in our culture, saying you're an independent woman means you don't need nobody else. In the comics, Riri didn't need nobody else. She did it herself. That's not what happened in the second Black Panther movie. That, and the crazy thing is that the second Black Panther movie is Riri's origin story, which does not match her origin story in the comics. You know, I said I'm not going to use names of fellow content providers that are Black because at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down. But are you standing 10 toes down? There's a popular social media influencer on one of these channels, and he went so hard. I say one of these channels because if I tell you which one he owns, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. He went so hard to denigrate, and he loves doing that, by the way, denigrate those who have an issue with Riri Williams as either racist or non-comic book fans. And he's very particular about the images he uses to justify his stance. And because he's loud, Is always scowling. You don't mess around and have wrinkles in your face before your ass get to be full. You better stop all that. Anyway, he goes on to mention the suit of armor in the Disney Plus show and compares it to her initial suit of armor in the comic book. Now, if you don't know comic books, you have no idea what the hell he talking about. You just go along with it. And it's like, you ain't got a lot to kick it, Craig. You showing people her Mark I suit in the comics, comparing it to her Mark III suit in the MCU. Mind you, not educating folks on where that suit of armor actually draws its inspiration. That might be a reason why some folks pissed. Because that is not an African inspiration. It is not Wakandan inspired. It's Japanese anime inspired. Is that what Riri Williams was doing? When her mentor is Tony Stark, who ain't in the MCU. Once again, might comic book fans have an issue with this representation of Riri Williams? Is that not fair? And I say that because folks, black folks that love the gaslight stuff, love to point, and they ain't no different than the folks that use woke and DEI, because their trigger word is racist. If you show me a black content creator just throwing the word racist out there and ain't breaking it down, that's somebody that's just gaslighting you. You actually, as a comic book fan, should know better. But do we? Because there's quite a few of us right now pissed. And I'm trying to figure out why. When I look at this Riri Williams ruckus, you know, I kind of go back to that whole Black Panther thing. I think it's more of us want to be seen talking about Riri than actually knowing and or caring about Riri. Mind you, Riri came out in 2022. If you gave a damn about Riri Williams like that, why she ain't got her own solo title? That character wasn't aimed at me. If you love Riri Williams so damn much, this whole MCU inspiration stuff, why her action figure sitting over there at Ollie's like that? All those folks that's talking about Riri, oh, I love Riri. Where's your Riri Williams merch at? Because it sounds like you just arguing with somebody just to argue. That don't move the needle for black representation. It really, really don't. It's empty representation. As a matter of fact, even the folks that's crying racist ain't got no Riri Williams merch. They just telling you it's racist. So you got one camp gonna tell you it's woke and DEI. They stupid. Then you got the other camp that's gonna tell you everybody that don't like it either A, don't read comic books, or they racist. They stupid. It's stupidity on both sides. Yeah. Because if you can articulate why you not checking for Riri Williams, that don't make you a racist. Unless you just gonna say I don't like the character because she black now. Unless you just come out and say I don't like the character because she female, then you know that would make you a sexist, you know. But if you were able to say, well, no, I prefer the version that was in the comic books. So you read the comic books. you don't want that damn deviation. Or you might be like this. The plot don't make no damn sense. So what? So you mean tell me intern? My daughter's interning right now. Pay intern. So you mean to tell me she left internship at Wakanda? She's coming back stateside, and the most technologically advanced nation that was setting up something in Oakland, California, ain't got a job waiting for her stateside? And that young lady who designed her own suit of armor is going for a job interview not downtown New York, but in the hood. Why? Because the villain is named the Hood. And then she finna take on Mephisto. Not Wanda. not Doctor Strange. Hell, not even T'Challa. Because that would make sense. No, she a rookie. No, that ain't got nothing to do with me being no racist. No, that I'm a comic book fan, and I'm a writing major. That suck. That suck ass. That's horrible. That's trash. No, dead ass. You can get excited to go see it, have something to talk about on your channel and everything like that. But then that would be just because you, and just say that I want to go see it so I can have something to talk about on my channel. Don't tell folks that it's racist when even today you ain't done a damn thing except bitch, gripe, moan, and complain and call people either woke, DEI, or racist. You ain't even checking for that damn character like that. So I'm gonna keep up with these notes. Then we're gonna make our next little segue. Once again, I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Y'all did not have to be here. Y'all really didn't. I take it as a compliment. Really, I do. Really, I really do. I really do. I'm gonna keep up with these notes real quick. What we got going on? Now tell them, like I always say, Theo asked the tough question. I want you say that. Now you did say that. Now you did say that I do ask the tough question, especially one that forces these people to reflect on their so-called opinion. I just put your money where your mouth at. Like, if you was a Riri Williams fan, how long they had been announced the Ironheart Disney Plus series? Okay, well, where's the videos hyping up Riri Williams? Like, let's not leave it on Disney. Let's not just leave it on Marvel. We don't do that over here. We talk about T'Challa every day. Like, damn. Black Panther characters literally got their own damn network of channels. Like, well, damn it, Riri wasn't aimed at me. Well, if you fell in love with Riri and Black Panther too, well, okay. I ain't saying you couldn't. I'm just saying I ain't seen it. Okay, well, seem to me, if they've been talking about this Disney Plus series and it's 2025, she showed up in 2022. I'm thinking you a year late and a dollar short as far as being mad about Ironheart. Now you want to be mad about Ironheart. Here we go. Why Riri Williams look like that? Say, Theo, what you mean? I mean, why Riri look so hard? And once again, I'm a comic book fan. That's where I'm at with it. Why she look like she'll do that to somebody? Yeah. What's this? What's this right here? What is that? I'm a comic book fan. I know who she is in the comics. What is that? I can't be mad about that. I can't be offended by that. All this talk about soft girl summer. I know damn good and well. I saw a young lady on YouTube who was on Big Job, did a couple of videos with Lonnie from Fenario, and she looked like LL Cool J used to say, hard as hell. Showed up in the Big Job video. She got her hair cut short. It's blonde. She got the eyelashes. She got the fingernail. She's showing the midriff now. I'm like, oh shit. So I don't want to hear this. We don't want to. I'm not gonna act like last year hard women. I'm just what I saw. I'm just reporting the news. That wasn't the thing. I'm embracing my soft side. Okay, well, okay. I ain't saying nothing was wrong with a hard woman. My wife got some hardness to her. That's not what I'm saying. But you couldn't put it. Here we go. If you put my wife in the movie and portray her as a girly girl, I'm gonna look at you like that. That's not my wife. That's not my wife. Why? Because my wife ain't no girly girl. So we ain't doing that. Yeah, equal energy. No, that's what is that? Why if we gonna talk about something, why is she made to look like that? She can't do nothing with her hair set braid down. That's how she going for a job interview. Oh hell no, I don't even know no females like. I don't know no black. You know what? This me using a broad paintbrush. I don't know no. I could be wrong. I don't know one black woman going for no job interview with her hair like that. I don't, you don't, we don't, they don't. Thus, why is that it? What I'm no, I'm not doing that. Theo, you being petty. No, I'm being real. The question is why you ain't got a problem with it. You want to say everything else racist. Why you ain't talking about that? I got questions. No, hell no. She damn near look like a freshman with her backpack on like that. I said it once, I say it again. Dominique Thorne looked more like Riri Williams in the interview she's giving than she looks like Riri Williams in the MCU. I don't know what that suit of armor is. If I'm gonna get a suit of armor inspired by a cartoon, I would like to get a suit of armor inspired by an African cartoon. I'm sorry. I want my own. You don't want your own? Why we keep using it? We keep using everybody else's stuff and then giving them our stuff. I'm you know what? No man. No man. I'm originally from the Chi area. Thinking about it, there's not many Marvel heroes from Chicago. Mark Spector, Maria Hill, and now Riri, Slim Pickens. And they saying she was from the South Shore. Now, you know what? Now, see, here's the thing. Somebody said she was from the hood. I Googled the South Shore. That's not the hood. You know what? Damn, you cannot be that damn, like, emotionally speaking, Google sit right there. Google ain't gonna let you down. It's not. Google will keep you from making a mistake. It will. Google will keep you from putting egg on your face. It will. Just to say stuff that is it. What are you telling the person that actually live in the South Shore or Chicago? They live in the hood? Her armor should have been more closely to how Pepper Potts looked as rescue. That's Riri armor should have had. You know what? Now tell them. One, you're absolutely right. Two, I would have even made an allowance for it if it was something African inspired. You know what I'm saying? Like when folks love to say that one for one. No, stop that. Don't insult nobody else's intelligence again. I would have been perfectly fine with how can I put it? A different interpretation of her armor. If we look at the Midnight Angels, cool, we got something African inspired. So if she gonna go to Wakanda and design her first suit of armor, why it look like that? Like what was that? I know what it was. The question is, if we supposed to be woke, now see, this is being woke. This literally it right here, being woke. Are we woke enough to care? Because what if I can't go to somebody and say, hey, I don't want to do her suit of armor like Tony. Give me something that's African inspired. Like give me something like that. Y'all come together, y'all put some drawings together, whatever. I want y'all to give me something that y'all feel like touches into our culture and everything. I'm gonna have her come over to Wakanda, design her first suit of armor. And so Give me something that you feel embraces, taps into the culture. That's not what happened. Okay. I'm wrong for that. If you claim it's racist, if you claim it's racist, you don't see a problem with that? You don't see a problem with how she looked. Theo, don't do it. No. Because I like this. Neither actress is unattractive. Neither actress. But we can look right now at how she's being represented, her imagery in the MCU, and say that's Miss Seeley from The Color Purple. Not Miss Seeley, from the Whoopi Goldberg's character from The Color Purple. Yeah, that would be her great grandmother. Right. Why she look like that? Why she look hard like that? And she ain't got to. And mind you, that's an attractive woman. So I don't want nobody to say that. I think no, that ain't what I said. I'm saying what the question is, when the last time I think Tiana Paris is the last sister they had kind of looking some type of way. The doors look hard. Shooty look cute. They didn't told you Nakia out there doing stuff with me and do. If they had, I don't get mad at me. They did. They told you she was a whole ass hot toots Zadaze. What they do? They had the doors in Black Panther 2 fighting grown ass men. So no. I'm just saying. I know our sisters come in more varieties than that. That's all I said. Our sisters don't just come in one flavor. They don't. So, but hey, you see how I'm able to articulate that? You see how I'm able to specifically say that right there? Now, my question is, why you calling everything racist or DEI and woke, why you not saying those specific things? Because that's it right there. Them issues, that's those things make sense. They sitting right out there with a neon sign, right there. What's going on, Mr. Martin? Battlestar, Lamar Hoskins is from Chicago in the comment. Mr. Martin know what he be talking about. She don't look like Riri. Hell no, she don't. Come on, say she don't look like Riri at all. To be honest, no, she don't. Not telling what little black girl gonna want to be Ironheart for man. They didn't. That Ironheart merch. Everybody got something to say. No, don't say it. Pay it. That Ironheart merch is at Ollie's. Yep. For Black Panther 2, the girls ain't even get no Black Panther mask. They didn't. The girls couldn't be Princess Shuri as the Black Panther. They had to be Riri Williams, and that stuff sat there. that stuff sat there. That stuff sat there. And I'm gonna tell you, they was low-key being petty because when they introduced that Ironheart action figure, you can still buy that other Ironheart action figure. You sure can. So yeah, but it's all right. If you gonna point it out. Be specific with it. You mean like the Midnight Angels armor? Shout out to Roxanne Gay. Yes, sir. We're gonna keep the party rolling, moving right along, switch gears, bring it on home and everything like that in regards to the Riri Rukus. The Riri Rukus just reveals a lot of nonsense that's out there. It's a lot of folks on both sides capping. And I ain't even got it. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. And I'm hoping you ain't got it either. It don't even make no sense going back and forth. All right. Superhero fandom irrevocably destroyed by the MCU. Ooh, now. Me and my brother Daryl were talking, I want to say Friday night vibe. When we were watching, I ain't by myself. When we were watching live action versions of our characters back in the day, we knew they weren't the comics. They didn't present them as such. Spider-Man been on the electric company, not saying a damn thing. You got him on CBS, swinging with silly phone, web shooter on one hand, outside the costume, utility belt outside the costume. You got Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk. That was the best representation of a live action character we had back then. It was the Incredible Hulk. It was the Incredible Hulk. You had I don't know what we had going on with Captain America. I don't know how we got the costume wrong the first time. Like, I would have thought that was too easy. You just cut it, give me a half shirt, right. Put a star right here in the middle, right. Sew me some more stuff, right? You're gonna separate. You're gonna get some red material, you're gonna get some white material, right. You got bam. I don't know how we did that with that first outfit. I don't know what the motorcycle helmet was for. I guess we felt the wings being on the side of a mask was silly, but the wings being on the side of a helmet was silly too. Let's go all in. Thor, oh my God. His hammer was small as hell. I like that ain't, and I don't know who that was. That wasn't Thor. I don't know what that was. I think NBC wanted to low-key give us more or less the real version of Thor. Nobody asked for that. We know Thor got red hair. We don't care. we ain't ever cared. No, we give us the dude with the blonde hair. That's where we at. We don't care about all that. Keep that over there with God of War and everything like that. You do all that over there. You give us Thor, he need to have blonde hair. That's what that is. We ain't trip. Even with Batman. Dang. Don't. We knew damn good and well that was not Batman and Robin from the comics. Wonder Woman, Linda Carter. That was another brilliant version, live action adaptation of a superhero. The Incredible Hulk and Wonder Woman knocked it out the park. They did. Lou Ferrigno, Linda Carter did a wonderful job. We still knew that wasn't the comics. We weren't confused. We were able to come to school, right? Have a conversation about what took place on TV, right, and have a separate conversation about what took place with that same damn character in the comics. And we weren't ever confused, were we? And we was kids. We was kids. Nobody tried to confuse nothing. No. This David Banner, Bruce Banner, no, it's separate. Folks talk about separate universes. You think folks can't keep a universe separate from nothing. Oh no, everything, no, the hell. Pick one. You either know what a multiverse is or you don't. Generation X, we've been experiencing various universes since way back when. God damn. We knew the difference. If we talk comic books, if we were talking superheroes, let me be clear. If I pulled up on Kamoyo and I say, Kamoyo, yeah, man, you seen what happened to Batman last issue? He ain't finna talk to me about what happened on no damn TV. He finna say one or two things. Yeah, or which issue you talking about? If I go to him or Mr. Martin and I say, man, it could be an X-Men 90s, it could be an X-Men cartoon on. And we comic book fans. We know we collecting comic books. If I go to Mr. Martin and I say, man, that was messed up what happened to Gene. If he watching the cartoon like I'm watching the cartoon, he gonna know damn good and well I ain't talking about what happened in the cartoon. Why? Because more than likely the cartoon ain't even talking about what happened in the damn comic book. So when I say, man, that was messed up what happened to Gene, he gonna know, yeah, that was effed up. If I say to a comic book fan right now, that was messed up, wouldn't it? Y'all remember that cover? Gene and Scott on the cover. They went to Blue Area of the Moon. Hold on, I think that's my wife. Jalea, did you lock the door? You locked my wife out the door. That's okay. That was the missus. Had to go get her. Where was I at? You wouldn't get confused, is what I'm saying. You knew better. Now, that ain't what that is. That is not what that is. It's confusing times out here as a superhero fan. Like back in the day, you could have conversations about superheroes and everybody was on the same page, like you was. But now you got folks out here telling you don't know what the hell you talking about. You got folks telling you the stories that you like back in the day ain't worth a damn. And then when you look at it, you sit up here like the way they operate the MCU, telling folks that's the 616 was effed up. Because these folks actually going along with that. Then the fact that why I gotta type in 616 if I want to learn about a superhero. If you want me to think about a Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero, it should be that superhero and type in MCU. But no, you want, boy, godly. You know it's more complicated to have a conversation with a comic book fan in 2025, like in recent years. And I'm probably going all the way back to the 2010s. You can't talk to folk. You can't talk to a superhero fan like you used to. You used to could talk to a superhero fan and you could have a conversation. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The fact that a dude that did not look like me swole up and down just because his father was a comic book fan, had to be younger than me by 10, 15 years. I'm going all the way back to like 2014. This dude argued me up and down about who the OG 5 of the X-Men were. I don't know what it was about me that gave him the impression I'm older than he is. He hears my conversation. I don't know what made that dude feel like just because, see, you don't inherit your father's knowledge. You got to learn what your father learned. It don't just go over to you like that. That ain't what that is. This man, young fella, felt like he knew. And his OG 5 of the X-Men, wait for it. He swore up and down the OG 5 was what popped up in the first X-Men movie. Well, you know, I ain't but 5'8.5". That's it. I ain't been so tall. So, you know, aside from doing these lives and everything like that, I really ain't want to have a long conversation. Hey, man, bet your paycheck. I like mine. What? Yeah. Bet your paycheck. Matter of fact, bet your paycheck, then pull out your phone. How? Like, before we say stuff, Google sit right there. Like, you could, the internet been something you can search, get knowledge free for a long time now. I don't know how we doing that. I don't. You can't have conversations no more about superheroes. You got to make sure you're talking to the right person. You got to go through some stuff. First and foremost, are they a comic book fan? Or are they an MCU fan? Yeah, you got to ask some qualifying questions now. You just cannot assume you talking to somebody that's a comic book fan. Then you got to ask what generation they are. You do. You need to. You need to. And the reason for that is if you're an old head like me, you need to know the person you talking to goes all the way back with you or at the very least, then went back there. What do I mean? You need to know whether or not that person is in your same age group, or at the very least, that person that went back and got that old reading material. Other than that, you can't do it. And then rude as hell. Yeah, I said it. Rude as hell. You know what you don't know. You do. I know damn good and well what I don't know. And I know how much of something I know. No, you do. You do. I'm not finna have an argument with no Philadelphia Eagle fan. I ain't finna have no argument with no Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and I'm a Steelers fan that live in Pittsburgh. I ain't finna do that. We can get some stuff from each other, but I ain't finna. No. You know damn good and well what you know and what you don't know. I ain't never finna sit up here and have no conversation about Caitlin Clark. Why? I don't watch them like that. I don't want, and you know, so when folks start talking, I'll be like, why? What for? What we doing? What you know you don't know. You know you don't know. So what we doing this for? Like the dude from earlier. You want to tell me I don't know what woke means. When you literally read it, you see where its origin comes from. And in the origin, it tells you how it's been modernized. You know, some words, I don't know why we do that, because, you know, it is what it is. You didn't ask me in mine. I ain't gonna go back to that. I'm gonna go back to the topic we was talking about and bringing it back home. I think the superhero culture is broke. You can't have fair expectations. You don't. You want to hope. We want to hope James Gunn's Superman does well, but you can't really get expectations from the movie studios that own the superheroes, because they're giving you their version of it. You can say, okay, well, Shia LaBeouf ain't gonna make it over to this universe. Galactus comes, he probably gonna need another hero, which is gonna be Norrin Radd. Yeah, I get it, I understand that, but why take the chance of isolating the Fantastic Four fan? And if that's what you're doing, and if that's what you're leaking, this universe is coming to an end. They're getting ready to come over to the primary 1999-99 universe. Stay with me. Then why go see the Fantastic Four movie? What's the emotional investment? That would be the writing, by the way. Yeah, I didn't use no term like woke or DEI. That would be the writing. What's the no differently than I think Juju asked the question about Wonder Man. Well, Wonder Man ain't got a damn thing to do with the MCU. It's a one shot. It ain't coming over. Okay, so what's the emotional investment? If their universe is getting deleted, why would I pay upwards of $20, $15 to see a movie when the story really don't start till Doom War? I'm sorry. Yeah. Doom was it Doom War? Doomsday, whatever. It don't start till the end. And the way these trailers come out, the way these leaks come out, oh, trust me, the post-credit scene will be online before the movie is a week old. So the post-credit scene where they're trying to tell you, oh, this happened here, the mid-credit scene, that's going to be online in less than a week. The post-credit scene, that's going to be online in less than a week. And honestly, them the only things that matter, because you already know he better tear that up. Okay, why would I go do that? That would be the writing. That would be the marketing. See how I'm able to say that? That's what that would be. Keep up with these notes. Modernize, more like hijack. My brother D Real is going on. What's going on, Big D? Mr. Hampton in the building. How do you screw up OG X-Men? That's like not knowing who George Washington is. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I think my brother D Real, I think that is largely because of the revamp with X-Men starting with Giant Size. They forgot all about them like one generation forgets about the others' accomplishments and knowledge. LOL. You know what, D? I'm with that. They forget. But when, cause like I said, you know what you know and you know what you don't know. And this dude is still in his feelings. Folks in their feelings because I told them they don't know what woke means. Anyway, the thing is that, like I said, I get that. I know what I know and I know what I don't know. And I know what I know something of. You know where your knowledge started. Like that's the thing. Like, yeah, you can feel that way, but if your introduction to the X-Men was the animated series, what say X-Men 97? It's 2025. So somebody that would mean the person that's gonna argue based on their knowledge from the cartoon ain't done a damn thing to learn anything since the cartoon, and it's damn near 22. What 18 years later? Like, and I would know I ain't done no research for 18 years. Like that would be my thing. I know I ain't done it. I know it. If somebody sit up here right now and say, Theo, you ain't no Riri Williams fan, you're right. How much you know about Riri Williams? I know a little bit. I know I ain't finna act like that. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna do that because I know it. I know I don't. It'd be a lot of folks out here capping. It'd be a lot. So I don't understand how somebody argues so strong and don't know nothing. Google, Wikipedia, and Marvel Universe exists. Don't come on somebody. Come on, Mr. Hampton. You better say that. I can't get enthused about the new FF. You know what we said? You know what we said, Mr. Martin. Me and my brother Daryl. We got the Fantastic Four at the house. Wait, you ready? Daryl got the Fantastic Four at the house, Galactus and Norrin Rad. Sure do. I got the Fantastic Four and Norrin Rad. I can't do nothing with that. I'm waiting on God for this whole Galactus because Galactus ain't cheap. But yeah, so I got the comic book at the house. Thus, I'm good. There ain't no need of me doing all that. So in essence, it makes it hard to. You got two different comic book fans. You got two different superhero fans right now, and I think that's the biggest problem. You have comic book fans who don't give a damn about the MCU. Like they can watch it, they can like it, but their knowledge first and foremost is going to always come from the comic books. But then you have those fans who, with their whole chest, which when I say fans, you need to understand, regardless of who they are, I'm saying fan. They don't mind getting it effed up. They don't care. They ain't gonna keep that thing one hundo at all. No. They gonna tell you some, boy, look, I don't care who they are. I don't care who they are. I don't care. I'm telling you. You like, you know that ain't what happened in the comics. You know, it's a confusing time to be a comic book fan because now you got to start vetting one another. Be like, hey, let me ask you a question. Okay. See here. Like Theo, no, serious question. Has T'Challa ever died in the comics? Shout out to Mr. Ray Smith. That Laura coming on. Shout out to Mr. Ray Smith. Shout out to my brother D Real. Question on table. Has the child ever died in the comments? Now, I can ask that question because I know the answer. We know damn good and well quite a few folks that aren't comic book fans don't know that answer at all. The sad part about it is you don't know who they are because quite a few of them, regardless of who they are, have lied on that whole damn IP. I ain't even act like that. They lied on that whole damn franchise. So it's a difficult time. It's a confusing time. You got to know who you're talking to. That way you don't get triggered by certain conversations. But everybody ain't keeping that thing. They could have debuted Blue Marvel and no, I'm good. I'm good, Mr. Martin. I'm good. I'm good on that one, Mr. Martin. I'm good on that one. Nico said the same thing. I'm straight. I'm straight. I don't you think no, I'm sorry. Call me jaded right now. Call me a pessimist. That's cool. I don't want any of my black superheroes portrayed in the MCU. Nope. And if this is your first time to the channel, I know that sounds shocking to hear somebody such as myself say that, but nope. And if you can explain to me why James Rhodes still paralyzed from the waist down, then we can go further with the conversation. But the fact that my brother is still paralyzed from the waist down, I'm not understanding that. The fact that I am not the only one that's prior service, and y'all got my boy Sam Wilson walking around here like he ain't that in a bag of chips. In the Marine Corps, I know E4s. You can't tell them nothing. This dude walking around a whole E5, E6, honorably discharged, special forces, and he ain't got no swag to him. I'm not believing that. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going. You know who they had my dog looking like? Theo, don't do it. Y'all remember the movie House Party? Not House Party. Class Act. Remember the movie Class Act? Yeah. Remember the character that Play took over? That was Kid's character, Duncan Pender Hughes. You remember him? You remember how Play looked when he went and called himself Getting to a Degree, sort of fresh? But you saw how he had Kid dressed, right? Kid coming to school lady. Kid coming to school fresh. Oh, all the ladies love Kid. Anyway, Play over here dressed like he a Buster Brown shoe commercial. You know, no. You remember he was working at the VA? Yeah. You know who he was dressed like? Theo, don't do it. No. If you watch Married with Children, you remember the brother that used to work in the shoe store with Al? Not they was big like that, but the same style of clothing. What he get? No. I don't know him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you know what? The E5s and E6s that I know that's black, this gonna sound stereotypical. But if they're not married, I'm just saying they for the streets. In essence, Sam don't need Steve help. If I don't need LL Cool J help, if I don't feel like I need Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Tom Brady's help, I'm Theo. I like Theo all damn day, twice on damn Sunday. What you finna say that I ain't finna say for Theo? What you finna do to impress her that Theo ain't finna do? Yeah, that's how I feel. The hell? And I was an E4. But hey, when you cry racist, you got to be able to articulate it though. See how I was able to break that thing down. As Tevin Campbell say, break it down. I don't want nobody else to hear the sound. Yeah, you got to break it down. Greetings. So no, I don't want them to do Blue Marble. To answer your question, Mr. Marvel, no. Leave all my no Blue Marvel, no Night Thrasher, no Gentle, no Sunspot, no Darwin, no Manifold, no Gateway, no Bill Foster, no Luke Cage. Leave all my until they gonna get it right. As Eddie Kane Jr. said, they're not gonna do it right, then just don't do it at all. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. What's going on, Afro? Afro in the building. Greetings, Theo, and everyone. All the original hero reborn T'Challa was believed to be dead in the battle against Onslaught. Actually, somebody got it right in the comments. I ain't gonna mention it. I ain't gonna say it, but that's free game. That's free game. That's an elder. That's free game. I ain't even gonna. I'm not gonna even call his name, but somebody got it right in the comment section. That's an elder. So when we talk about we want to disparage folks and everything like that based on their age, you can learn something from an elder. You might not like what they tell you, but they ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. We talking comics? No, because I want to grow the knowledge. Shout out to you. I ain't gonna mention your name. Yes, he did mention it in the comments. Yes, he absolutely did. He absolutely did. And there's a little caveat that goes along with that because the guy that did it, the only person he regretted doing it to was him. Love it. Thank you so much. Rock with me, nation. Stand up. Rock with me, nation. Stand up. Super. Here we go. Steelers. Still waiting on Rodgers. Chasing fools go. All right. So now I can understand if some of y'all leave this particular part of the show. I ain't going to keep it going too long, but I'm just going to say this. Why? Why? You got a general manager, you got an owner, you got a coach. If we look at the last two stops, this quarterback has literally held franchises hostage to his whim. The Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers are two of the most storied franchises in the NFL. That is just what that is. Those are the organizations where you really can tell the player you're not bigger than the team. But those two franchises are two out of the three that this dude has literally held hostage. What does this say to your locker room? This is special privilege. Champions aren't made in the fall. They're made in the spring. They're sharpened in the summer. I'm looking at Omar Khan and I'm looking at Mike Tomlin. These are not the moves of proud men. This is saying essentially you're betting your hopes on one person. Well, when did one person, especially someone who's not even a part of the franchise, become more important than the damn franchise? That's the eye test. That don't take a degree. That's being a football fan and literally sitting back watching what has transpired over the past 3 seasons. That's what that is. And the last time this dude was productive, we're talking what, 4 years ago, 5? When was the last time he played in a conference championship game? He was in his prime. When was the last time the Packers played for a Super Bowl? Oh, you know what? Ironically enough, they were playing the damn Pittsburgh Steelers. Get the Dodge. And if you are Steelers fans, how many players on that Steelers team were injured? You know it. I know it. We all know it. We ain't making no excuses, but that's what that was. And if Ben Roethlisberger don't throw some picks, because the money, what were they called? The money crew, Mike Wallace, what was it? Antonio Brown and another dude, the money crew couldn't run a route to say they damn like all that damn speed, no hands, and can't run a route. Biggest game, and you wet the bed. The eye test. That was the last time he was in a Super Bowl. So what we finna do now? A dude coming off of a lower leg injury, in essence, because you said it today, you finna use the quick game. Was the quick game not what you were using with an immobile Ben Roethlisberger, where literally defenses were sitting on your routes? What's the use of having DK Metcalf, a deep threat on the team, if every damn thing is going to be either a slant, a dig, a Z out, a curl, a comeback? What we doing? Don't make no damn sense. It does not make any damn sense. You are telling your fans you do not take your playoff hopes, Super Bowl hopes seriously, waiting on this dude. It sends the wrong message. It sends the wrong message to fans, and it sends the wrong message to the locker room. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I didn't mean to rant, but I do not understand a franchise that's trying to turn things around, making this move. This stage of the game, you're better off just naming Mason Rudolph as a starter. And honestly, if I'm a Steeler fan, which I am, I would prefer Mason Rudolph over over Aaron Rodgers. I meant what I said. I said what I meant. I'm not taking that one back. I'll take the person that came to Pittsburgh, didn't want to leave Pittsburgh, had to leave Pittsburgh, and came back to Pittsburgh. Clearly, he know where he want to be. I'll take that all day. Kamoyo should have had patience with Justin Fields. Yeah, I wouldn't block for him. Hell no. I'm not a Steelers fan, but I always had mad respect for them. I'm embarrassed for them the way they were sweating. Right? Yeah. What's going on? My wife, Skyline Desires, is in the building. Y'all go ahead and give her a beautiful hello. Thank you, wife. She's pulling up in the building. We in here. Thank y'all so much. Like I said, we in here for a good time. I would have kept Justin Fields too, but I'm the person that would not have sat Justin Fields last year. 4-2. I'm seeing you grow, which is what you want out of your quarterback. You want steady growth. I followed Justin Fields' career ever since he was in high school playing football, going to the University of Georgia, transferring over there to Ohio State, seeing what he went through in Chicago. If you're being fair, you know how he's been coached. And if I'm going to hold a player accountable for how they play the game, at the end of the day, I also need to be looking at how they've been coached. No differently than when we talk on this channel about comic book writers, I make it a point to say, hey, we got to take a look at the editors too. The editors don't get a pass. That's the teacher passing a kid that can't read. Well, damn it, you the English teacher. What we doing? So that's where I'm at with it. All right. Complaining while tolerating. What's the goal? Do black people really want respect? I'm at this point, this stage in my life where I'm starting to believe it's more talk. Now that doesn't, I'm not saying I'm jaded. That's me being a realist. I love my people. I love for my people, would defend my people, fight for my people. But it does beg the question. Why complain if you just gonna tolerate stuff? Like, even in your personal life, why would you on a daily basis complain about being mistreated, but keep dealing with the person that's mistreating you? Why would you encourage it? It's supposed to be some type of intelligence there amongst us, and it's quite a few of us that I know in my heart of hearts that are intelligent. It's quite a few people, whether I like them or not, my respect for them is high. I have a high opinion of them. That might be the problem. I look at those of us who have the light, the microphone, supposed to be enlightened, supposed to educate, and we stand for us because we got stuff like black this, blurred that. And I don't understand the occupation, because we were raised not do or say certain things in front of mixed company. And if you're on this platform, you know, you don't know who's on the other side watching you, listening to you, and everything like that. So the safe assumption is that it's mixed company. When I watch us interact with one another and we besmirch one another, I don't want people to think I just watch me. And when I say me, I don't want people to think that I just watched us. There's this brother, is a Latino brother that I follow on Facebook. He's funny. He's been in some videos on YouTube, CT Thomas. He be having him and his whole squad up in there and everything like that. Jokes, funny and everything, laughing, making fun of each other. They don't insult each other like that. Like, they don't use the ethnic slur, the racial slur for them. They don't. You ever watch a comedian on stage that ain't black? They crack jokes on each other, talk about their community and everything like that. Aside from, you know, you might hear a comedian, white comedian, use the phrase redneck, but to me, redneck ain't a racist term. That's a good old boy that can barbecue his ass off and everything like that. We gonna drink, have fun. Yeah, do us some square dancing and everything like that. I love that. Like, that ain't the person I'm concerned about. But you don't hear see the Jewish person insult the Jewish person with the Jewish slur. You don't see that. You don't see that. I don't even think we got a reality show dedicated to a race of people like we do. Like, I ain't talking about like Real Housewives of this, real. No. I'm talking about when you look at Real Housewives of Atlanta, why that whole cast look like that? And when I say look like that, I mean they all black. Thus, they're all black. No, you ain't looking at that cast saying, oh, it's an Italian right here. It's a Jewish person right here. It's an Irish person right. No, they all black. Black ink. And these are all reality-based shows. So that's how we will react, engage, de-escalate, treat one another in reality. I'm lost. Because you can't get respect if you don't respect yourself. Like that's got to start at home. I'm seeing, I'm watching, I'm listening to us complain about stuff, and some of those complaints are valid. But what we doing? So you mean tell me we got somebody that's got a studio, but black actors complain about they can't get no job? You mean tell me we got a black studio, we got black billionaires, but Robert Townsend ain't got no work? Two plus two not adding up to be four. Not for us to be people that say we want to do stuff. Me and Daryl been sitting up here talking for the longest time. Me, Daryl, Mr. Smith, Kamoyo. And I didn't say it to people, and I'm like, why we don't have no black action figure company? Like, we'll go spend money on somebody else, but what about us? Why we ain't got our slice of that pie? We gonna complain about they ain't making enough black action figures. Well, why we not doing it? We gonna complain about we ain't got enough black movies out there. Why we not making them? I'm trying to figure out, like, when do we encourage the growth? Because complaining ain't ever done. My wife will tell you, I ain't even that person. I'm not. My wife will tell you, no, I don't know. My mindset is, okay, it's a problem. All right, cool. What's the problem? All right. Well, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. If I need you to do something, I'm gonna give you a job to do. While we doing that, I'm gonna get on my hands and knees. I'm gonna pray. Prayer plus work, faith plus work, work plus prayer, work. I'm good. So I'm good that what we did is gonna work. I don't believe in all that complaining stuff. It's 2025. That's the segue. Black fatigue. Should have thought about that. Should have thought about that soon. No, you should have thought about that soon. No, as somebody said, that ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my it ain't my fault. You should have thought about that sooner. You should have. You should have. But just like you got on a boat then, you to go do some stuff, you can get on a boat now and leave. Because we're here now, we're not going nowhere. But once again, it's your fault. So you're gonna be mad, go look in the mirror. You black fatigue, I can help you with that. Yes, there's this thing going around right now that folks is tired of black folks. Well, you know what? There's an easy solution to that, because I don't listen. I believe in, you know what, you need to go where you celebrate it. Dadgummit, if you tired of black folk, dadgummit, you need to go somewhere where you ain't got to be around black folk. And damn it, it ain't America. Huh? If people say huh, can hear, it ain't America. Yeah, I didn't already bled. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we plant flag already planted. You don't want to be around black folk. I ain't. You don't like black folk. I'm not telling you to. I ain't. I want folks to be happy. Stop complaining. Stop complaining, right? You can leave. What's wrong with Russia? What's wrong with Australia? Greenland? And you've been talking about Greenland. What's wrong with them? I'm just offering up solutions, because we're not going nowhere. We didn't ask to come over here. And being honest, being fair, being fair, you want me to leave, I need to be compensated financially. Yeah, it always go back to the money. It do. That's why we came over here, for the money. Ain't that why you brought us over here? To help with the money, right? Okay, well, we need our cut. You give us our cut, we can help you out. like no, you can't want free labor and then want folks to leave. No, you got to do something. You got to cut the check. Other than that, we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. You might well get you. And honestly, truth be told, you don't want us going nowhere anyway. So just stop lying like that. You're not suffering from black people fatigue. That's not what it is. Okay, let's be honest. You're just tired of being told you're wrong. That's what you're tired of society telling you, that disliking someone because of their ethnicity and or race is wrong. Not only is it wrong, it's stupid. You okay? So you got black person fatigue. Okay, cool. Okay. So say you hurt. You effed up. You down and out. You bad. You leaking all over the place. Yes, yeah. It's red stuff all on the ground. You need a blood transfusion. If not, you out of here. You suffer from black people fatigue, and the only person that can give you the blood transfusion is a black person. Or do you have black person fatigue then? Stop that. Stop that. I'm gonna do it like this, and folk gonna be like, Theo, don't be stereotypical. No, this is what a week it was Wednesday, so we can crack a little joke here and everything like that. Here we go. And you gonna like this one if you feel like that. My fried chicken or your fried chicken? I know you saying that's unfair. Oh no, right? You said you suffering from black people fatigue. I want to make sure you good. You sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Because quite a few of y'all pull up to the stoplight and y'all be bumping Beyonce harder than some of us do. I don't care. I done caught quite a few of y'all pulling up beside with that rebel flag, that Confederate flag flying in the ground and everything like that, and you listening to Trick Daddy harder than I am. And you know the lyrics. No, we ain't finna act like that. Quite a few of y'all was in Panama City back in the day when Trina came out with You Don't Know Now. Yeah, I seen quite a few of y'all ladies out there telling me, you don't know now? Oh, you yeah. So you know the lyrics to the song. So I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that. It's wrong. It's wrong. Get out your damn feeling. Get out your feeling. You need help. Or as some folks would say, you need Jesus. Because I don't even know why y'all acting like that. I don't know why y'all acting like that. Keep this party rolling though, because we ain't got too much long. We about to be on up out of here. Oh, Lord. Y'all ready? The Diddy trial. Woo! Did I say that out loud? The Diddy trial. So, it's not normally something that I do, but seems to be the topic of conversation. I was a legal specialist when I was in the Marine Corps, so I feel like I can speak on this from that perspective. Buddy in trouble. Buddy in trouble. Like, ooh, yeah, but buddy in trouble. But Lord Jesus. Woo. My wife and I have it's not funny. It's not funny. Have been privy to the trial for some strange reason. I don't know why. That's where we at right now. But you know what? You know, I ain't normally speechless like this. Like I can normally find the words, but I like whatever you thought, think some more. Like, no. Whatever you thought, think again. Like, whatever you thinking, give it some more thought. Because you ain't, if, wow. Like, that's, I damn, man, whoa. You know what? I'm going to say, I tell my wife all the time, especially lately, I just want to thank God. I do. I want to thank God because you know how they say 6 degrees of separation, everything like that. This easily could have been me. Woo! Like it's too many names involved. Like, oh Lord Jesus, it's too many names involved. It's like, man, it's and it ain't every all the names involved don't necessarily look like us. That's the thing. You need to understand that now. Everybody that's involved don't look like, and these folks ain't even in America no more. They was off the chain. Like, you remember the song? Here we go. My wife gonna kill me when I say this. Remember the song? Remember the song? Remember the song? I don't want to do it because I don't want to get hurt. Remember if the artist, but he had an appropriate song for what the dude had going on. Remember the song? Cause we're the party people night and day, living crazy. That's the only way. So tonight, you're gonna leave that 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Ooh, let the madness in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad. Yeah, dad. Damn. I just, like I said, whatever you think again. You ain't there. you ain't got no idea. You ain't went as low as you could go. But yeah, keep going. Like dig down, deep down. Like It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not what I'm laughing at. He's sick. I'm gonna keep up with these notes because I don't. You want to go to inbox? What you say? I think you need to leave. Like, I don't even want to be there. It's like, man, hey, look, man. All right. And then this would get me. It's okay. So I'm talking to all my grown people and everything. Like, what time is it? What time is it? All my grown folk. This for the grown and sexy right here. This the grown and sexy. This the grown and sexy moment. If you immature, you can go ahead and go on about your business right now. This for my grown and sexy right here. Because we need to talk. Because I don't know what the hell going on between him, R. Kelly, damn Trey Songz, Chris Brown. I'm glad he out. We running out of music to listen to. Now, damn it, hold on now. Now, damn it, no, hell no, hell no. I want to talk to my people. I want to talk to my people this evening, as David Hollister said. I want to talk to my people. Grown and sexy. We finna go here. Now, damn it, I got this. I'm sorry. This probably finna be the Bernie Mac edition of this. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Now, damn it, I've been me since me. I've been me since me. Now, damn it, I've been me since me. Now, damn it, you been in the game now. You been in the game. Male or female, damn it. You been in the game. You know how we do this now. We're not finna do this now. Fellas, where my fellas at? Damn it, where my fellas at? Now, damn it, we learned in school. Damn it, you go get you that Polo cologne, put you some baby powder on and everything like that, smell good. Go get you some gazebos or something like that. Pumas, go get you the sweat. No, damn it, go get you a Kango. No, we with the Playboy or the schoolboy glass on. We was fresh. We was fresh for a reason. We was trying to get them girls. You know what? I ain't for that like that. I ain't for that like that because I'm trying to figure out what in the hell going on. Shannon Sharp, I'm not understanding this because I ain't never been Shannon Sharp. I ain't never been Trey Songz. I ain't never been R. Kelly. I have not. I haven't. I ain't never been Sean P. Diddy damn Combs. I ain't think, Lord Jesus, thank you God. But I thought, fellas, help me out. I thought the game was to get to that level, bust your ass, get to that level, so you ain't have to work hard. As in, they saw you. You had, you know how academics say, I'm the prize. No, the hell you not. Don't ever tell nobody that again. Don't ever tell nobody you the prize. But you smelt the shoes to Stacey Adams. Don't act like that. Don't act like I'm the only one. Don't act like I'm the only one. I ain't the only one. Know something about some Stacey Adams. No, we was clean. We was fresh. Why? For them girls, fitted shirts. Oh no, it ain't enough for us just to go get no shirt no more. Not just no regular butt down. No, I got to go get the fitted shirt. Come on, man. Come on. They got to do all this here. I know folks might feel some type of way. I'm just saying, like, it's a reason why I'm busting my ass to get to that level. I'm supposed to just, if I'm him, and I ain't saying, I'm just saying, I'm okay. So I don't want to do that. So I'm the only one that just didn't walk into a club before, ordered them a drink and just sat down. I don't believe that. Fellas, I'm the only one that been able to go to a club, dolo solo, buy a drink, sit down at a table and a young lady sit down at the table with you and y'all have conversation? Do I need to say anything else? Because I don't want to act. I'm not special. I know damn good and well I ain't the only one that did that. I'm the only one. This for the fellas and the ladies. I say this is grown and sexy edition. I'm the only one that then went to a club by himself and left with someone else. I'm not finna act like that. I'm not finna act. Fellas. I'm the only one that then been at work and had a young lady that worked with you tried to holler at you. I'm the only one. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You're not gonna get me to believe that one. I ain't doing that one. Theo, what you saying? What I'm saying is I don't understand how we get here. 25,000 a cheek. I'm just saying I'm not special. 2 plus 2 ain't adding up to be 4. I don't know how we get here. I don't know how we making these decisions. Well, yes, I can. Somebody gonna say it's narcissism. It's about control. It damn sure ain't about being wanted. That damn sure ain't it. That damn sure ain't it. That rabbit. So I don't know. I don't know. All right. Fantastic Four, they mean something to me. This is our last topic, and we're gonna get on up out of here. I think I didn't overstay my welcome. Fantastic Four, they mean something to me. Fantastic Four, they mean something to me. I like the Fantastic. We talk on this channel about imagery, representation, love, loyalty, and everything like that. I wonder if we really do mean that, though. I wonder if we really do mean that. And I don't know. Maybe I'm too close. Maybe I got triggered. I don't know. Maybe I took it too serious. Saw this brother. He was dressed like Reed Richards. Oh no, not Reed Richards from the comic books. Oh no, he was dressed like Reed Richards from the MCU movie. And I mean nice with it too. Like, no, as my daughter would say, baby, no shade. No, Buddy was nice with it. He was nice with it. He was nice with it. And I wondered to myself, man, I ain't seeing us do that with our characters. But when I say that, I mean like he did Reed, like he knocked Reed out the box. I don't even want you to think he did. No, he knocked that thing out the box. But you know, when you look at, you know, he Reed, Keke Palmer want to be Rogue. You know what I'm saying? You got Yahya Abdul-Mateen, he finna be Wonder Man. It's like, where's that love for our characters at? Like, that's the thing right there. Like, where is that love at right there? Like, have we seen a sister? Have we seen a lot of sisters dressed like Monica Rambeau? or is it just Aurora? Have we seen a lot of sisters dressed like Misty Knight, or is it just Aurora? And I know damn good well we ain't seeing no sisters dressed like Princey. We ain't seeing no sister dressed like Cecilia Reyes, because they don't know. By the way, if you have not checked out my video, 1-800 Black Hero, that's the inspiration for that video. But they don't know. Like my dog repping Reed, and I'm pretty sure he not gonna be the only one repping Reed. But even when we get back to folks, how we be talking, how we be capping for Riri, you ain't seen brothers dressed like Sam Wilson, and you ain't seen sisters dressed like Riri Williams. You ain't seen sisters dressed like Shorty. You ain't seeing brothers cosplay as James Rose. That ain't what you seeing. You want what brother? No, you see AI looking like Luke Cage. You don't see no brothers around here doing no Luke. You don't even see brothers doing Bishop. As many brothers as we got that be taking their shirts off, flexy sexy, all in the gym. What the dude say? This one short dude be all swollen, everything like that. All these big, buff, bald-headed brothers we got. Which one of them cosplaying is Luke Cage? Too easy. Which one of them cosplaying is Gentle? Right. It just, I'd be like, man. Anybody cosplaying as Bill Foster? We're just doing Blade. Blade and T'Challa, that's it. God damn. I don't know. I have more questions this live than I got answers, but if I'm left with anything, it's for me not to take stuff too serious, because clearly we ain't. I ain't no I don't know if I need to be taking it serious as an individual if we not taking it serious as a people. And let me just bring it on back home, summarize what this whole live is about. We talk a good game about being black and proud. I don't know. And I think that's a fair question. You like calling yourself the N-word. Everything you getting ready to say as to why you do it, there's no justification to it. You just do it. Okay, so then there's that. Well, you want to turn the B word into an acronym. Why? What's wrong with the word queen? I don't get that. And then if we saying we standing 10 toes down by ours, how are we taking ours and letting everybody use it? And we don't want to correct nobody, but they don't mind checking us, period. Well, damn. We're not going to stand for the black terminology. We're not going to stand for the black fictional character. And we wonder what's going on with the real black person. Like, that's crazy to me. If you're not going to stand up for the black fictional character, and you're not going to stand for black terminology, you borderline waiting on it to be too late to stand up for something. You just let folks just keep getting in. Oh, they can use the N-word. Oh, they invited to the barbecue. Ain't told you one time you invited to the barbecue. No, they want to come to the barbecue and eat. I would too, but damn it, you not being invited over there. You not. And the only time you being there, I know folks not gonna like this. No, you going over there to shuck and jive. You going over there to play golf. You going over there to rap. You going on over there to DJ. You going over there to sign. Oh yeah, that's what you're going over there for. You going over there to put some money into your pockets, like Big Red said from the 5 Heartbeats. So, and I see it. It ain't even about right and wrong. No, it's about who you like. It ain't even about right and wrong, because everybody not holding everybody accountable. So it ain't even about that. So I don't It's funny. It's amusing. It's also sad, because that's literally what that is. And we can't expect no better until we do better. Okay? Can't expect no better till you do better. You're never going to be able, we're never going to be able to do unto others as they do unto us, and we know it. So while we sitting up here being accepting, allowing stuff to take place, as Steezel would say, you get the representation you settle for. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. We out of here. We are up out of here. That's what that is. I thank y'all so much for pulling up. We gone. We finna take it to the house. It is 9:51. I got some stuff to do. I don't know. Let me ask y'all a question. Before we go. Now y'all know how your boy feel. Y'all know how your boy feel about the MCU. Right. But you also know how your boy feel about Avengers, Earth Mightiest Heroes. Right. They had some good cartoons. And Avengers Assemble. Right. I like my cartoons. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. We're going to get on up out of here. Y'all could have been anywhere else. To those that are still here, thank you so much. If you have not hit the like button, hit the like button. It's your first time here. Hopefully you stayed, you enjoyed. You go ahead and hit the subscribe button and everything like that. We out. In the meantime, in between time, till next time, y'all make sure y'all got y'all notifications on, because my brother Daryl is coming to you with a live tomorrow. And Grandma Tara, I think she did a live today with her daughter. I'm not sure. But y'all make sure y'all pull up on that and everything like that. We are gonna come back to y'all tomorrow. We probably coming with Black Panther, Man Without Fear, issue 553. Yeah, I'm digging that. I'm digging that right there. I'm digging that. And it's been a minute since we didn't got into some protectors of Wakanda. Right. So yeah, stand by for that tomorrow. Make sure you got your notifications on. And remember the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so yeah.